Welcome along to race number 5 of this epic Kick Sauber battle. 2 future champions, we hope. We are here at Jeddah and Saudi Arabia after a point finish in the last 2 races, courtesy of Nico Hulkenberg. And today, before we head off to Jeddah, we've got that long-awaited car part upgrade for car number 2, and that is the chassis upgrade. So chassis C2 will be moving on to our car. You can see how much of an impact that is, and it is a beautiful part to put into car number 2. Now, hopefully, we don't have any crashes, because we don't have many of them chassis, of course. So, 11th and 15th in the Drivers' Championship, it is now time to go ahead and get ready. So 16th, I'm going to go for both cars. I'm going to hopefully get both cars into that top 16 positions. Obviously, Hulkenberg will be going for points, and we know that our top speed is very good as well. So what we'll do is we'll set up the cars. It's going to be a dry race, and we'll get back out, and you'll see us in Q1. So, time for qualifying Q1 of the Saudi Arabia Jeddah circuit. And I'm glad to report that actually in practice, Hulkenberg has been consistently in the top 10. Now, rubber is on the low side at the start of this Q1. We are going to send the cars out, though, to get the lap times on the board. You can see Gasly's just coming through at the moment. I'm hoping Hulkenberg gets a clear lap without Gasly. He does. And he should have a clear track ahead. Now, we always push through this first one, and Hulkenberg slots himself 8 tenths off George Russell's time. So, that is looking good. And I tell you what, obviously, of course, this weekend, we have got Bortoleto with the new chassis on his car. He slots himself 5 tenths lower than Hulkenberg, though. So we've got to find some time. We have to find some time. Otherwise, we are out. And there's yellow flags and a red flag. Oh no, that means that we are out of qualifying for Bortoleto, and Hamilton down there in last place. Well, that is the end. We didn't see what happened. Lawson's got a penalty as well, Stroll, and it was, of course, it would look like it was Hadjar who had the accident, which is interesting. Bortoleto absolutely has been done for a bad first lap, and that now puts us through into Q2, but without Bortoleto. That is very frustrating. And now we've got to head to Q2. So let's start that Q2 session, and Bortoleto is going to have to come through the field. But hopefully our car with that new chassis is going to be pretty quick. Didn't really mean to send Hulkenberg so early, but you know what? We're going to get our lap together on used set of tyres, and hopefully he's not going to get held up. I don't think he is. He's got a big enough gap between Antonelli. Coming around the last corner, might get a distant slipstream. 26.9 is the first lap under his belt, 9 tenths off Leclerc. So, final lap of Q2. We're about to send Hulkenberg on his way to see what sort of lap time he can do. He's currently on the cusp in P10. Hadjar made it through with the crash, so Hadjar is out of it. And now Hulkenberg has dropped in as Sainz gets through into P10 with a penalty as well. So let's see what our sector times will look like as we come through the first sector. We'll be hoping for some improvement. Brand new soft tyres this time round for him. And it is green, 32.3. So we've got to find about 5 tenths of a second. And that's what we're really hoping. We've got one car ahead of us, but I think they're on a hot lap as well. So that might save us, or are they? I don't think they are. But they get out the way. We haven't improved through the middle, 27.5. We've got to find something in this final sector, or we are going to be sitting out in 11th. As we come round the final corner, we accelerate to the line. DRS is open. Can we get through? We don't. We barely improve. And that is a big gap from P10 to P11. That is a crazy gap. And we are going to stay there, I think. Jack Doohan coming round the corner. He pits. So it is going to be a P11 start. Sadly, a P19 start, which might be better, actually, because Hadjar crashed. Stroll's got a penalty. It might be a little bit better when it comes to it. Look at Lawson there in P5. Stroll, yeah. Hamilton last. That shows you how unlucky Hamilton was. It was all about getting that first lap in on the board, which they couldn't do. So now we go to race day. And, I mean, when I previously looked at this, it didn't look like it could be a 2-stop race. But, quite interestingly, that could be a 1-stop. I want to check this. 1:13.49. And that is a 1:13.46 without doing the 1-stop. Might do two. I might do a 2-stop and a 1-stop here, but I can't really do that middle stint there. So I'm going to bring that back. I'm going to bring that back as well, like that. I'm going to do a 2-stop and a 1-stop, see what happens, and see if we can get this strategy to work. That adds 3 seconds. But I'm going to be pushing anyway. Let's go with that. Let's see how this does. Looks like a little bit of humidity changes. Right, so P11 we start. Let's get sure and make sure that we're attacking off the start. Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We are here. It is time to shine. We've got some work to do though. Bortoleto in P19. We've got a McLaren of Norris on pole, followed by Verstappen, Piastri, Russell, Leclerc and Antonelli. Lights out and away we go. It's a slow start from the Williams of Sainz, but we do get through past Albon into the top 10 positions. Now, a little bit of close combat racing early on, a lot of changes, positions going round as well, and it looks like the Williams has managed to accelerate ahead and stay ahead into P11. Norris leads, Verstappen, Piastri, Russell, Leclerc is your top 5 after the first few corners, and now we've got to try and get through. We've got the 1-stop on Bortoleto, 2-stop on Bortoleto, 1-stop for Mr. Hulkenberg. A little bit better on his tyres is Hulkenberg. So we're going to push where we can. Going to try and look after some power units, ERS system as well, where possible. DRS will be up and running later on after we complete this first lap as we come around the final corner. Albon already getting a little bit detached out there in P10. So DRS enabled, gap at 6/10. A lot of cars fighting here ahead. And I'm going to just try, and maybe stick with. I mean, we do this every time and it never seems to work, but I feel like if we can look after our tyres early on and keep DRS, it's a massive benefit. And through here, you can see already, look, 8/10 and then Jack Doohan all over the back. So it doesn't ever seem to really work. I'm going to deploy my ERS system now to try and keep us within a second whilst looking after the tyres. We've got that down to 8/10 now, closing all the time. We've got some fighting out front too. That's going to keep us within then. So DRS will be enabled as we try and close up. Bortoleto is still 19th. And we've got to keep pace. But P11's not bad. We've kind of kept positions off the start. We've got Lewis Hamilton right behind us, as you can see. Look at that. Out of position, the Ferrari, of course. So we've got to try and keep him. We're never going to keep him at bay. We're going to basically end up last here. But everybody is pushing their tyres a little bit more than we are, as Hamilton does get through. Not too concerned about that. Hopefully, he'll manage to bring us through, as that is Bortoleto on Hamilton. What a move, showing that he has got the skills. And look at this for a battle now. As we hit the ERS system, can we find a move? There's 2 cars with DRS. We go to the inside to try and make a move. That is an outside line. Acceleration through. We are in to P10. What a move by Hulkenberg. And this is all to do with ERS deployment. We've managed to save up really nicely. Watch the tyres. Bortoleto still within P20. But again, we just got to come off. We've got Alonso, who's seemingly... Is he looking after tyres a little bit? Not really. But I feel like this is key that we get through. So let's deploy. He has got DRS. Bortoleto's got DRS. Hamilton not really getting up the road, it seems. And now we come back on the Williams. And here we go. This is going to be an interesting one. As we go round the final turn. Deployment off. Here comes the Kick Sauber. Moves to the right. We are 3 battles ahead. Can we? We can't get through. Now Hulkenberg going to top back up. Going to make sure we keep on top of that one. Bortoleto has got back past Hamilton. Not quite sure what's going on with Lewis, but he's definitely not got the pace, it seems, at the moment. And still, we conserve then this ERS system. So, always trying to conserve, keep it neutral. Bortoleto back behind Hamilton now. And you can see there, we're just coming up to a bit of traffic where there's a lot of consistently running cars. Consistently slow, according to against us. And now Hulkenberg still trying to get past Fernando. We're going to deploy. But look at DRS, really pulls the cars really close. Now the Aston Martin has got ahead of Sainz. We now move ahead as well, but can we make another move? This is 2 moves in the one straight. You bet you believe it. We are now into P8, a double move on Alonso and Sainz. And now it's time to try and break the 1 second barrier. If we can do that, we can be absolutely fine here. I'm going to just leave my tyres on light for Bortoleto. And we have got a 1.2 second gap at the moment. That is what we wanted to do. We wanted to clear DRS so that we can use the ERS and save it. We've kept on pushing. 1.4 is the gap. And you can see Bortoleto is cruising at the moment. And it's up to 1.3. So that is a good little movement from Hulkenberg. Just gets himself a little bit of breather. And now look at these. These are absolutely battling away. Bortoleto moves himself up to 19th. Yellow flag. I think Piastri and Lawson come together. It was Russell locking up on turn 1. And now Bortoleto following Hamilton through. He's in 18th place. We've still got 1.3 seconds back to Alonso. So that is still holding firm. Russell ahead of us is on the softs. And obviously that lock-up is going to hurt his tyres a lot more. Bortoleto is pretty nicely here, keeping width as well. Now on lap 9 we have lost some pace. You can see Hulkenberg has just dropped back behind Albon. But now we come through the final turn. I think we've just gave Albon DRS though. That is the problem. Except his wing to open. And he is back past. We drop back to 9th. And it's quite... Oh, he's kept it. Great little defence. Bortoleto, look at all these cars. It is crazy at the back here. Just trying to extend, really, because we are absolutely all behind. Wow, where is it? It's P11 of Sainz. It is very, very close out there. But Hulkenberg, let's do a little bit of deployment. Let's see if we can break that DRS again. 3 tenths, though, we've got right behind us. Has he got DRS? He has. We're going to try and get rid of him. And now Bortoleto seemingly just dropping away. But that will all Constantina back up again. But ERS is out. 6 tenths is the gap. Here comes Albon again. Can't get through. Bortoleto trying to catch up this group of cars ahead. It's just so slow. Albon mechanical fault though. So that might help us if Albon starts to struggle in this race. They've obviously got a damaged component as Leclerc and Norris battle out front. Piastri, Verstappen, all looking on, even Liam Lawson and Antonelli. So it's pretty close up front. We are the gap though, 8.5. Bortoleto following Hamilton still. Trying to get through into higher positions. We're going to deploy. We've got DRS. We've got Stroll right behind us. And I feel like we need to try and get that gap down. You can see all the DRS which is about to happen in front. We should get some DRS though, as they all come together. And that is Stroll around the outside. That's annoying, but look at this. Look how many cars are with us here. Any move from Bortoleto, braves it round the outside, does get the traction away, does get back into 17th. It's very close for a lot of cars here. Nice little undercut could be very good. Hulkenberg has now got a second to Albon after Albon with that mechanical fault. So we are continuing to push Albon. Bortoleto right there as well, all the time. So it's actually looking okay at the moment. We're kind of keeping on racing, keeping on trucking along. We've got a 10-second gap. Albon's dropped back now. Alonso's just come through. So we've got to see what happens here. Alonso being on medium tyres too. Pretty close. And here he comes, Alonso through. Whoa, this is going to be tough to try and battle. We need some ERS back. That is for certain. And we're into the pit window of Bortoleto, who is up the inside of Stroll. Only 18th though. These are all on soft tyres. So we've got to kind of gamble at some point here to try and get the undercut. So I'm going to pit early Bortoleto, because I feel like Sainz pits, no one else has really pit, just Sainz. If we can get the undercut on some of these cars around us and push on the outlap, we might get the undercut. Track position is key here as well. 2.6 is the time. Still got Hulkenberg on this one stop, remember. And he's got Albon right behind him. So we're still trying to pull away. Alonso has just gone, but he might be... well, I mean, he's very good on tyres, is Alonso. as now we're back out on this 2-stop with Bortoleto. So just trying to gain then on any cars that are in this big traffic jam at the moment. So we could, in theory, jump to about Hamilton's position. He should be doing decent sectors, Bortoleto. And will we get anybody into the pits? I think we do. We get Hajar. So, oh no, Bortoleto mechanical fault. That is never what you need. So a couple of pit stops. And we are doing the undercut. We've used as much as we can pace. And we've got to pass Hajar and Behrman. But mechanical fault could be interesting. Hulkenberg still sits 9th. Look at this. Hulkenberg could be about to head into the top 4. Not pitted yet, of course. And here comes George Russell to try and eliminate that part. We're going to deploy. We've kept Russell behind. We're actually slowing these up. They're not in a battle for our position. Well, we're not in a battle for theirs, really. Bortoleto with that mechanical fault. Had pitted early. Seemingly is struggling, though. They're still in this kind of train. They can't really catch or get ahead. We've still got one more pit stop to do. Russell obviously gets Hulkenberg. That was always going to be the case. So we're kind of out of position. We're in 6th. We are doing the 1-stop. We are pushing as well. I want to try and keep DRS here because that just gives us that extra little bit of pace. And we are going to get DRS as we come out the final corner. So DRS will trigger. We are in the pit window for the medium tyres. So we can just top up. Try and keep within DRS. Norris has already come out. That's how quick he is. And I think we might just lose out on DRS. We can't keep within. Bortoleto is 16th. He's just got Yuki Tsunoda down the straight. And he's got to go to mediums at the end. So Hulkenberg 6th. Bortoleto 15th. So Liam Lawson just comes past Hulkenberg, who's got DRS. So this is going to be our final lap on this tyres. We are going to push now, of course. But we are going to come to the hard tyre now. We've obviously just done that pit option for the hard on the optimum lap. Can we get a move done anyway against Lawson? The answer is yes. So Hulkenberg moves back up. We're going to come into the pits now. We're going to push everything we've got to go to the hard tyres. Bortoleto is battling hard here. And he's just got Jack Doohan ahead. So now we can absolutely push. Try and break that 1 second gap. He's still got a pit. And now if we can break that 1 second gap, Bortoleto won't be in a bad position, P13. On the 2-stop, remember, as well. Hulkenberg sticks ahead of Lawson, who is so much faster on them better medium tyres. But we're absolutely pushing to try and keep it. And now we will come into the pits. So here we go then, Hulkenberg into the pits. Bortoleto still flying out there, got Jack Doohan right behind. And it is a 2.7 second stop. He might actually come out behind Bortoleto. There goes Bortoleto. Oh my god. Oh, that is not what you needed. Now, I'm going to go light here. Because we are going to be able to keep within them. Bortoleto could cost us here. He has got... This is going to be tough. We've got brand new mediums on. Which I want to bring in slowly. But I want to obviously keep the pace at the same time. We are just... Well, I've just lost out of DRS, I think. Let's bring that back in. There you go. Top that back up. And Bortoleto is still keeping everyone at bay. Looks like I've got Jack Doohan down as we deploy. Got to top up now as well. We haven't got much left in the tank. And that will be him through, I think. It will. Now, Hulkenberg is in trouble. Oh, that is a beautiful move. We needed that. Hulkenberg up to 15th. Because this could be an interesting battle in the fact that if Bortoleto holds us up too much, we are going to struggle to hang on to the points where we were. Because Albon was on the hards. He's gone for the longer stint. Yellow flag is out. And that is Yuki Tsunoda. Safety car. And that kills our chance. No way. Now, Bortoleto is going to have to go to hards. Oh, that's so annoying because that means Albon is now going to pit. Everybody is going to pit. And we are going to be down in 13th place. Hulkenberg luckily actually gets to 10th. Oh, man. That is, again, another bad safety car here. Another bad safety car, but we're going to conserve everything. Hamilton's up to 9th. Has everybody pitted? Okay, there's some older tyres out there. 84% mediums for Hamilton. That could be interesting. But let's keep the safety car coming. ERS is fully charged for both cars. So, when does this safety car come in? We're going to have loads of fuel. I imagine it's going to be this lap. This is going to help our hard tyres as well. Okay, safety car is ending. So we're going to have loads of fuel to the end. We're going to have ERS deployment. We are in the points as it stands. The question is, when does Max Verstappen... And let's have a look at this safety car from above. Look at that for a queue of cars. Literally, everybody queued up behind. Look at that. Everybody is absolutely queued. Chock-a-block. Wow. Okay, so... let's see. When does he push this? When does he push? It is time for safety car deployment. So when does Norris send it? He's sent it. Norris is gone at the front. He is away. And he's got a slipstream. Look at that. The Red Bull Max Verstappen coming up the inside. Can't make it. Hulkenberg survives 10th. Bortoleto survives 14th. He's got past the Alpine of Jack Doohan. So what a great move early on by the team in Kick Sauber colours green. We are 10th and 14th. The questions will be that will that medium tyre get to the end for Hamilton? Will the mediums get to the end as well? That could be interesting. There is still 17 laps to go. We are on the hard tyres. Bortoleto has fell away. Hulkenberg has fell away as these hard tyres struggled to get up to temperature. Stroll right behind us though, as you can see. Now, do we get DRS? I don't think we did. We didn't. We're going to be a sitting duck for Lance Stroll. Here he comes. Medium tyres. Can we defend? The answer is no. We don't have the traction. So Hulkenberg sits back down in sense. Bortoleto trying to close the gap. And he's struggling. Race pace, not necessarily his best. Let's put it that way. Aggressive on the tyres we can go. So what do we do? Because we've got Hulkenberg now out of the points. We're really relying on these medium tyres not surviving. And there is a lot of medium tyres. It's a long way to go for mediums. A long way to go. We want to keep using DRS where we can. And look at that. Bortoleto up to 14th. Battery is drained for Hulkenberg. We've got nothing left of that battery. And I'm going to bring his tyres back down to standard while he's sitting in traffic. As now, Gasly gets back through. So, all right, we're going to play the long game. Got to play the long game here. P11, P16. But every chance, Sainz is behind us as well. Sainz on the medium tyres too. We've got to pray that our tyres hang on. We have to be praying that our tyres hang on. And we've got another safety car. Another safety car deployed here at Jeddah. And what the hell has happened this time? Behrman has crashed. Now, what I'm feeling is a pit stop. Let's have a look. Is this the final corner?
And unable to do anything about that crash.
Into the wall goes Mr. Behrman. Now, here's what I'm thinking, everybody. Can I get a set of hard tyres to the end? That's what I'm thinking. Soft tyres, because I might as well pit Bortoleto. He's going to be pretty much last. Now, let's edit the strategy. If I went standard... Oh, this is the tyre we're on now. And I went to softs. Can I get them soft? I can get them softs to the end. We've got to create that. I've got to bring Bortoleto in. Get him some brand new softs. He could be ridiculously quick. Now, Hulkenberg, I can't really pit. I'm going to lose too much time. I'm going to come out towards the end. So we're going to have to do everything. Bortoleto, Hadjar's in the pits. But he's not... We're going to maintain position, but get a better tyre out of here. That is key. So, 26-second gap, under safety car conditions. Let's see what happens. I think it will just be Bortoleto. Let's take a look at Bortoleto's pit time. As he comes in. And there's quite a lot of cars in the pits. They're all thinking the same thing. There's a couple of double stacks in there. 2.9. That is not... We'd have got ahead if we didn't do that. Now, the problem is, I might as well pit Hulkenberg. Because everybody behind me has pitted. If this safety car stays out, I'm only going to lose... I'm going to lose a couple of places. I don't know if this is worth it now. The safety car, 6, 10. It's going to be around 11. Oh, but I'm going to be so... I've got to do it. I've got to do it. We should have done it. I wasn't predicting everybody to come in. So, soft tyres, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and come back out quite low down. 2.6. I've got no choice. Everybody is going to be so fast. Now, what I've got to hope is my soft tyres are absolutely brilliant compared to everyone else's, and we're going to be able to battle through. But we had to do that. 10 laps to go. All these could be in trouble. They could be in trouble. We can attack pretty much. We've got full fuel. We have got... This is going to be an exciting, probably action-packed 10 laps of racing to go. Let's make sure the safety car comes in. Piastri's going to lead us away. There is... Sorry. What just happened? We've got another safety car. What has just gone on? He locks up on the inside, hits the wall, and then takes out Hulkenberg. Wow. That is Nico Hulkenberg not finishing this race. This is a red flag. Well, who would have thought that overall then, hey? Who would have thought that? We are now got bortoleto. Everybody can change tyres as well. That is just a that is a horrible race.
The race continues.
All them tyres, we are robbed of a thrilling finish. Absolutely robbed.
And away we go.
I can't believe it. Now, we've just got to see what happens. We've got to go bortoleto on absolutely overtake high aggression, and he's already up to 13th. This is going to be 6 or 7 laps of absolute drama, I feel. Everybody on soft tyres, everybody is going to be pushing. We've been robbed of a good finishing position by the Haas, who hit the wall, and look at that for a move. Potentially on the Williams. Bortoleto now into 12th. Sainz on used set of softs ahead of us. So, can we get to the points? I don't think so. But Alonso's looking slow. We know we've got top speed, which is good. We know we can pretty much attack this whole stint. The question is, here we go. Can we get past? We've got high overtaking aggression on. We're going to go aggressive. We're going to go to neutral and try and keep us at bay. Because if we can keep some of the tyres, some of the ERS through this section, then we're going to have better tyre management. P12, not too bad. We were in for points though. If anything, it's cost ourselves because everyone pitted behind, which means I had to pit. It's a shame we didn't know that everybody was pitting. We're still keeping within. On lap 45, about to start lap 46. So we're still keeping there, DRS enabled. Still going to just keep my ERS system at neutral. Because we're still comfortable where we are. And I'm hoping that this is going to bring me back in the final few laps. It is very close out there. Now it's 8 tenths. Now I just need to creep this ERS. Stroll's got a mechanical fault ahead. That could help us. Can we get Bortoleto his first points of the season? Everybody is absolutely pushing hard out here at the moment. We're trying to close the gap, trying to keep within DRS. We are now getting that gap down. Only just though, it's not really working. We've got to hammer the tyres. We're going to be out of DRS. Bortoleto doesn't seemingly have the pace that this Albon's going to have. And I think Albon, look at the top speed difference that we've got. It's incredible, our top speed, compared to some of these cars. We're going to keep where we are though. We're going to keep in 12th place. But we're only a second behind. Lawson mechanical fault as well. Can these mechanical faults absolutely help us as now Sainz gets detached? Let's deploy because we're going to get DRS shortly. And I don't think Sainz is out of DRS range. Here is DRS. Can we make a move? We can't. Still, we try. We're going to top up. And here we come. We get blocked off. That's okay because that means we are now going to get DRS as we come round and get into 11th place. And no DRS. It was bloody Sainz that got it. Sainz got DRS there. 3 laps to go. Bortoleto is now 2 seconds away from the points. And that is Stroll with a mechanical fault. We've been robbed here in Jeddah. Absolutely robbed. As Verstappen and Norris are having a great battle out front. That gap's coming down though. Can Stroll start struggling? We've also got a powertrain issue caused by overheating. Oh, we've got to give it everything though. We've only got 3 laps to go. Going down to 2 and that's a move. That is through. We are pushing everything we can at the moment to try and close this gap. There they are out front versus us. Now the Williams have got into a battle themselves. They fell back behind a little bit and now we're within a second of Stroll. Stroll seemingly is struggling. But he's got great acceleration away. We are absolutely hammering these tyres. Look, 61%. Sainz at 58%. Stroll's got back DRS again. We can't find DRS. I don't think we're going to get the point that we loved. The safety car, oh, full of drama, this race. Full of drama. Sainz, I think, is going to come back past. We're overheating. We've got a few issues on the car as well. Look, tyre temperatures are awful. But I'm just absolutely pushing. But we're on the final lap. We don't have any ERS system left. Can we keep hold of at least 11th place? We're trying to bring the tyres back down temperature-wise on this final lap. We've been robbed of a great result. And it was all based on my pit strategy. Our pit strategy ruined us in this race. Albon is all over the back of us. We are struggling on tyres. I've just got to go for it. We've got no choice. Try and get some ERS system back for the straight. But I don't think we can. Now we're going to push again. Can we keep? I think we're going to get DRS though. Ah, look at that. The traction is not there. We've gone. Oh, we have been costed. That set ourselves up. Loads of old tyres versus loads of new softs. That set us up for a thrilling finish. And it kind of whimpered out. Bortoleto still a good job for him in P12.
Nico
but
Hulkenberg
robbed of a good result in the end after a crash with the Haas. That is so our first DNF of the season. And that set us up with an exciting finish. But Bortoleto was up 6 places. Couldn't get the job done. Couldn't get the points. And annoyingly, Aston Martin with a double points finish. And they are in 5th. We stay in 7th. Alpine not getting any points. Some points for pit stops though. We'll take that. That keeps us in 7th in the pit stops. That's annoying. That is annoying. But you know what? Sometimes that's racing for you. We've got Miami next. We've got car parts that, oh my god. We've got an old chassis. I will move that back onto in the end shortly. I will move it back. So we can install that on car 1. That is frustrating because we've got a lot of parts that we got through there. Car 2 missing a rear wing as well and missing an underfloor. That is not a great race for our car, but that is our race done. Miami next on the 6th of May, 11 days time. So hopefully we've got a chance to get some parts or some stock inbound as well.